Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel and happy 4th of July to all of you in America. I am here. This is kind of like a bunch of things. This is a design team project for Stephanie at My Porch Prints using her Patriotic journal kit, which I will link in the description box below. And this is also a super fun collaboration with 3 of my bestest friends, Nikki Adigan at Musings by Nikki, Amy at Glamping and Glitter, and Dee Dee. She is Dee Dee oh, I cannot say her last name. Oh my gosh, Dee Dee, I'm so sorry. Dee Dee Fargo, and I know I'm saying it wrong, but she said it's okay because it's a difficult pronunciation. So, sorry, Dee Dee. And I will link all of those ladies' channels. I'll actually link directly to their video because we all used the same kit and created different things with it. So this was kind of a, we had this idea a little while ago, and to be completely honest, I can't remember exactly whose idea it was. I think it may have been Dee Dee's. I know it wasn't my idea, so it was one of the other 3 wonderful ladies. But anyway, we decided to use Stephanie's kit, and that was it. There were no other rules. We could do whatever we wanted. A couple, let's see, Nikki and Amy sent the rest of us some fun goodies to use in it. So you might see some things that are the same. However, I think we all created something, you know, at least a little bit different. So mine is an actual journal. It is 8 1/4 inches tall and 5 1/2 inches wide with approximately a 2-inch spine that I have covered here. It has approximately 80 pages, give or take. Some of those are bags, you know, and I didn't count a couple of the smaller pieces as pages. So approximately 80 pages. There are 2 signatures, and it's a, you know, a hidden hidden spine. That's what it's called. I just had a moment. Anyway, so yeah, this will be listed in my Etsy shop by the time the video uploads. And yeah, you can go check it out if you're interested. It was super fun to make. It was very much outside of my normal, you know, sort of outside of my normal style. I think the colors were definitely, you know, using red, white, and blue, you know, that kind of thing, was very different for me. But anyway, so the cover I made out of, there's 300, I think it's 300 GSM cardstock, and then I covered that with a vintage embroidery like fabric, so it has the pattern printed on it, and it was very patriotic, so it was perfect. So I used that on the front and on the back. Let me undo the closure here so you can see. This ribbon was given to me by the lovely Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. I think it worked perfectly as a closure. So you can see some of the scene here on the back, and then on the front you have, you know, this part here, obviously I wanted to showcase, since it said the United States and had the eagle on the top there. And then the inside is, I'll show you that in a second. We'll get to that in a second. So anyway, cloth covered, I sewed it on. I have some, these are actually vintage corner protectors that I pulled off of an old photo album. So those are on there. Let's see, we've got our tassel, and I actually made this on camera. So I have a video for that if you're interested in seeing how I made it, but it's just full of all kinds of fun goodies here. We have a little shooting star. I don't know if you can see that or not. Some pretty beads. There's some fun like tinsel looking eyelash trim in here. I have a little charm that says hope. And you know, lots of little fun things in here. A little tassel and other beads, some sequins trim, laces, and all kinds of fun stuff. So that is removable. It's just on a bulb pin and then in an eyelet. So you can take that off if it's in your way when you're using the journal. All right, let's get inside. So for the inside cover, I had this fruit crate label. It's like for apples, and it's Uncle Sam. Let's see if I can show you. Uncle Sam brand Yakima Valley apples, and I just thought it was perfect. This was part of it, and I had to cut it down, unfortunately, because the label was much bigger than, you know, my journal, but that's okay because I still think it looks really cool. So you have Uncle Sam back here. This is one of the pockets that comes in Stephanie's kit, and then she also has numbers with the flag pattern on them, and I just used the 76, and I just added a little red flatback rhinestone there. I have a little bit of navy blue crochet trim from an old piece of clothing that I used to kind of hide this part of the hidden spine. I just thought looked kind of cute. This is part of the kit, and it's all, I have like one of the backgrounds from the kit is printed on the back of all of the ephemera. It's just a light, I think it's the Constitution actually, or the Declaration of Independence written on there. And then this was a magazine image that I added a tea bag over top and sewed and added some tea-dyed paper on the back to make a journaling card. All right, this is one of the, all of the pages that are printed are Stephanie's. They're from the kit. I used some vintage fabric trim here in blue and white. And then here we have, this is a piece from the kit. This is from a 1930s book, and I just thought it was super cute. Little Pledge of Allegiance with the little girl and the flag. So I just cut that and tucked that in there. These are some vintage transfers. Aren't these cute? So they're, you know, the writing's going to be backwards because obviously I just left them as they were and cut them down. But you've got, you know, it was all like Americana type stuff. So you'll see a couple of these, and you might even be able to write on the back if you wanted to. This is some coffee dyed paper that I made a while ago. This is some of Amy's beautiful ticking fabric in ruffle form. I love that. I'm gonna slide this over a bit so it doesn't get, yeah, the corner was getting a little bit smashed. A vintage, well, it might not be vintage. It's just a popcorn bag, but it's red, white, and blue, so I had to use it. And then I made a little fabric flip here. This is some vintage fabric. This is another one of Amy's lovely ruffles. And then this is just an old postage stamp that has, let me bring it up a little bit. It has two flags and says United States on it. We've got a background page here to write on. And then another piece from the kit. This was some reproduction Civil War era money. So I just tucked that in there. It came with some other things in an estate sale lot. But I thought, hey, I'm never going to use it any other time than this. So that's where it is. This is an authentic vintage air mail envelope. And I just used a cute little red clothespin to hold that on. So it's got some lovely, lovely coloring to it. And then an old postage label. I lost my train of thought in there. And another one, a little piece from the kit that I just added as a page. and a piece of our little tuck spot here. This is just a library card catalog card, but I had some that had red and blue stripes on the top, so you'll see a few of those in here. This is one of those awesome book page pockets that Pam at the Paper Outpost taught us all to make. If you have not watched that video, I will do my best to link that for you. If I forget, just leave me a comment. But I have tucked a bunch of stuff in here, so let's see. Well, first of all, the paper that I used is an antique sheet music or antique music book, and this happened to be the Star Spangled Banner, so that's why I used that, obviously. This is a cute little cluster that Amy sent me, but I added the vintage Denison American flag label, this Statue of Liberty stamp, and then I had this little piece from an old piece of jewelry. It wasn't old, but it says made in the USA. I don't know if you can, probably can't see that, but I promise it does. Oops, sorry about that. And then these were two little tags that Amy sent me. How cute are these? So I just added those in the little front pocket. This is a tag from the kit, and I added a little cigar wrapper that I had that was blue as a little tab. And then just a blue, raffle ticket. I don't think those are terribly old. Some more of those transfers. And then in the back we have one of the Borden coupons, and I do sell these in my shop. Not this particular one. This was one I saved for myself, but I just thought this was pretty cute. So I added that in there. So that goes in the back. So yeah, right there. There we go. And then, let's see, we have some more pieces from the kit, and here as well. Love that. And I used some time cards that are coffee dyed in here, and so you have a little flip out spot that you could write in. This gorgeous large paper clip was made by Amy. Thank you, Amy, for sending us all this. It was so fun. This is a little coin envelope from the kit, and inside I put another Borden coupon. Now this is similar to the ones that I sell in my shop. So let's go ahead here. I'll just put that back on. And then I used some of that gorgeous tinsely eyelash trim that Nikki sent. And this is, what is this from? This was just, I think this was just a piece of like a die cut thing that I had in my stash. And I just cut, I cut around it because there was a lot of white, I think, if I remember correctly. But here's a pocket from the kit. And then here we have Uncle Sam again. And this time I used, this was a seal on a pack of playing cards. And then this is a piece from the kit. And then over here, I used some, a place card. It's, that it folds in half and you would just put a name on it. So at like a table or something. This is one of the firecracker, I think that's what she called it, little clusters that Amy made. I love that. I just added, I think this is Tim Holtz ephemera back here. This is a vintage Denison label, and then this is a really old label for a chemical company, but I liked the shape and the color, obviously. And that is a little tuck spot for this soldier playing card and another one of the little transfers. And then on the back, it's also a tuck spot, and I just added a vintage Rush mail label here, and then this is a vintage postage label there. And then here we have an envelope from the kit, and what I did as a closure So this is an old milk cap, and then I just glued it onto some vintage blue rickrack that I have, and that just slides on and off there. This is a matchbook cover that I turned into a snag-free paper clip, and it just says the American scene on the back, and then it tells you what this is, Cap Rock in Texas, I think. So I just made a paper clip out of that, and then this gorgeous envelope from the kit, and inside is a piece of ephemera from the kit. I love this image. I think that is so cool. So yep, that's inside, and then you just slide this piece right back on, and it just holds the flap, and it looks cool. And it's red and blue. So all right, let me make sure I'm not grabbing anything I don't want to, and I will attempt. There we go. Okay, and then this is the middle of the first signature, and I love, it's just a whole page of American flag. So super cool. Sorry, I added one of the Tim Holtz people, the little girl holding the American flag. And then this is a banner piece from the kit that I sort of, I just created like a corner tuck. This is an old, let's see, Rocky Springs Park in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This was for, it's like a ride ticket. And that's where my husband is from, that area. So I thought that was cool. So I just tucked that in there. And then you can see the back of the piece that I put on the corner on the next page here. This is just Tim Holtz little stamp piece. And then I had these cards that have all the months and days of the week on them. I think I got them at Tuesday morning a long time ago, but it says July, so perfect. And I added this very old, I think it's probably antique, star button. It had like the little shank on the back, so I put it right through the card, added some red tulle and some blue lace, and then it becomes a tuck spot for that piece of ephemera. And then you have this gorgeous background page here. Oh, and I didn't realize I did that, but there you go. It matches. A little journaling card. This is a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, but I loved the old like city scene. It just made me think of America. Some more of Amy's lovely ruffle. This is a brown, obviously an ice cream sandwich bag. I think these were from like the 30s or 40s. I do have these available in my shop. Some more of that Civil War era reproduction money. And then another catalog card, but this one has blue on the top. Another writing page from the kit, and here's the other side of that time card. And then another piece from the kit that I turned into a pocket. So you have some more of those transfers, some more of that, you know, reproduction money. The best part about it is like the crinkly. I love it. So cool. And then this piece here. This is not part of the kit. This was something else that I had. This is a bingo card, and I just made a little cluster here with some Tim Holtz ephemera and a vintage stamp. And then I think this is a Denison label back here, but I'm not entirely sure. Piece from the kit, it's tucked in there. And then we have this red little metal, let me pull it off of here and I'll show you. It's like, I think it's like an index tab, but I just kind of used it as a paper clip. This was just I had some of these in my stash, and I added a vintage postage stamp there. And then inside is this piece from the kit. And then I just, I just used this as like a paper clip there. And then this is real, like authentic cigarette. I think they were like, they would have been on the top as a seal, but I got 2 whole pages of them uncut. So I cut this down and made it, you know, manageable because it was pretty big, the sheets. This is some of Amy's gorgeous snippet that she did a video on. I loved it so much. It was so hard to cut it apart and part with any of it. I still have a bunch of it for myself because I love it so much. So this is an actual like journaling card that I got from Leela, I believe. And then this is a piece from the kit. So this is actually glued in the middle and the top at the bottom. So it's like a double belly band. And then this is the back side of the popcorn bag. This is a piece from the kit. Some other pieces from the kit I just have tucked in there. And then in the actual bag, we have a file folder that comes in the kit. And then this is another place card. This one is red, and I just created a little cluster down here with some Tim Holtz ephemera and some vintage fabric. And then inside we have Abraham Lincoln and the Statue of Liberty. And a little tag from the kit that I added some blue lace to. And another boarding coupon because they're red and blue. So that's a little pocket there on the bottom. And then on the back side, oh goodness, I didn't put anything in there. I'll have to add something to that. Let's see, what do I have sitting around that I could add to that? Maybe nothing. I'll find something and I'll add something to that. But anyway, this is some more Tim Holtz ephemera there. This is a piece from the kit that I turned into a pocket. This is a very old ad or piece from a newspaper type magazine from like the I want to say early like 1910s. And I printed it. It was like a full sheet almost when I scanned it. So I just printed it 4 to a page. So I had a little tiny part, and you can write on the back. It's printed on parchment, but it's basically it's giving some directions how to make some things for the 4th of July. So these little girls are standing by their little project, but I just loved that and I thought it was perfect. So I added that in there. And now we're on to the second signature. This is a gorgeous bead dangle that the lovely Amy made. I'm trying to, there we go. Look how cute that is. And it's just on a bulb pin there. Some more of that vintage fabric trim that I have. Another little flip with Amy's ruffle. Some more of that Civil War era money. I'm gonna go a little faster. I've got a first day cover here from the 4th of July, 1960. I have some Tim Holtz ephemera, another one of Amy's lovely little firecracker clusters, and then I don't know where this was from, but it's like music. It's on some pretty cool paper, but it's red. So I think it was stamped, and I think I got it in Happy Mail. So the top of the envelope is open, and I had received this hotel stationery from Leela, and I had some of these craft letter stickers, so I just made America out of that, and then there's a plain sheet as well. So it was just, I don't know, I was just being silly. All right, and then that is just held on here with another one of these cute little red clothespins. That's what that's called. A little piece from the kit. And on the back of it is a little layered pocket that comes in the kit. And inside I have an authentic antique-y, I think it's antique vintage vanilla extract label. And then some more of those transfers. And then this is a card game. And it's just a vintage playing card, basically. That's in there. Whoops. Yeah, that goes in there. Oh, I did the wrong pockets. There we go. I knew something was wrong. And then this is just a vintage Denison label in the back. This is a vintage popsicle bag, and inside is an authentic 1957 bus ticket transfer from July. So I thought that was cool. So it says July 1957. It's not July 4th, but I still think it's cool. So that is in there. More of the beautiful background pages by Stephanie. And this is another piece from the kit, as well as this and this. And this is actually just something I had in my stash, but it's Betsy Ross and it has the flag. So I thought that was perfect. Another time card, and then the star paperclip also came from Leela. And then you have another coin envelope from the kit, and inside there is another piece from the kit as well. And I didn't decorate the time cards. I figured that could be a spot for writing. So I just left that, you know, it's coffee dyed, but otherwise plain. And then I just have a red polka dot bag here with some more of that Civil War reproduction money. And then this is an authentic train-to-train transfer check ticket, but it was red and white, so I thought that was perfect. I have no idea how old it is exactly. It doesn't have a year on it, but it's pretty cool, and it's actually perforated in the middle there. And then I just added this, another one of these little metal tabs because I liked it and I thought it looked cute there. So it's not holding anything. You could add something if you wanted to, but it's just basically hanging out there as decoration. Another place card, and I added one of these melon labels. It's a vintage label that I have, but it says State Pride on it. It has California. It was red and blue, so it got added. And some more of those transfers. And then on the back, there's a boarding coupon inside, and I made a little cluster there. And then here, this is just paper clipped, and I added some of this little pom-pom trim. And I used some brads to create a closure here, and some of this trim from Nikki. So the brads are just, you know, they're red and blue. And then inside, oh, I used some Tim Holtz ephemera there. Inside is just a journaling card from the kit. And then that is just paper clipped to the top here. Whoops, a couple pages there. And then the paper clip on the bottom is holding, it's just some vintage blue lace. I used, all right, so let me open it up and then I can show you what it is. This is some sort of tag from the Great West Saddlery. So it actually was like this when I received it, right? So I just folded it up. I added some Tim Holtz ephemera, or this might be authentic. Yeah, this is actually a vintage piece. And then I just added some paper on the inside. So, you know, it's just like a little tiny notebook. And this holds the flap in place. And then I actually just carefully put the paper clip underneath the paper inside so you can still see the whole thing. Again, I used the beautiful flag for the middle of the signature. I forgot to show you the first one, but you have a star charm here. The other one is a Tim Holtz one that says Brave. And then another banner piece from the kit and some more, just some raffle tickets. Another piece here and another catalog card. It's a book called The Changing Land. I tried to pick ones that were sort of, that could kind of be America-ish, but you know, I probably didn't succeed all that well. I have what I have and that's it. So I made a pocket out of this piece from the kit, and then you have another journaling card. This came from Leela as well, and then some more of those transfers. And lovely ruffle from Amy. This here I created like a collaged little tuck spot. I can't remember what it's actually on. It's a piece of card, something pretty thick, but I added all kinds of stuff here. So this is like a vintage little coupon. We've got a postage stamp, Tim Holtz ephemera everywhere. Let's see, what else do we have? This is an actual vintage special delivery label. I think most of it is Tim Holtz, but I sewed around the whole thing, and then I sewed around each piece. Oh, this is a vintage label here. And then I just added a journaling card behind there. But I love how that turned out. That made me happy. And the back of the time card, another gorgeous piece from the kit. And inside is another piece from the kit. I might have that upside. I don't know. I think it goes this way. And a Borden coupon there. And this is just a vintage, some sort of advertising. And a piece from the kit. This is from the kit, and so is this. I love the star background here too. Stephanie did an amazing job with this. You have the Declaration of Independence back here. Some more paper. This is from the kit, the Old Wild West. See, I tried to find ones that sort of fit the theme. More of Amy's gorgeous snippet. Oh, I love that. And then some more pieces from the kit. Again, this is like a double belly band. I like gluing in the middle because everything falls out otherwise, but then you can add more stuff. Gorgeous American flag page. This again was just a piece from my stash. It's Betsy Ross's house in Philadelphia, and it was where she designed the first flag. And then this is a piece from the kit, just says "Come in, we are open." Just a piece of Americana there. And then I think this is another file folder. Yep, you've got Paul Revere. That's pretty cool. Little firecracker with a cool image on the front. And then here's another place card. Got some blue eyelash trim behind that Denison label. And then Amy's cluster on the back and some vintage fabric. Tim Holtz ephemera. This is a piece from the kit. More transfers. You've got a sailor and a flying fortress, and then another Borden coupon in there. We're almost done, guys. And then on the back I have a vintage ticket, some more transfers, and then this gorgeous tag from the kit. I used a Denison label and then a vintage like those stamps, you know, like the stamps you would collect and put in the books and then send off for prizes. My brain is kind of failing me on the name of that right now. And then this is a piece from the kit and this gorgeous tag from the kit. And this is some vintage film strip. This was like the beginning of it, and it's red, so I thought it was kind of cool. And then a vintage postage label there. And then we're at the back. I love this because it says USA. And I already showed you what I did there, but I just used one of these password card pieces from the game Password, and a little Boy Scout with his trumpet here, Tim Holtz person. And then some pieces from the kit in there. I love this tag. Or yeah, it's a tag. And then, oh, this is another vintage little stamp. Oh, I put two together. There we go. And I stapled those on. And then another one of the transfers. All right, sorry that ended up being kind of a long video, guys. I didn't mean it to be. Let me show you the little, so we've got, it says brave, but I'm not sure that it's gonna pick up. Sorry, it got sunny. It was really gloomy, and then all of a sudden it got sunny. All right, guys, I hope you liked that. Please go check out the other ladies' creations, because like I said, we all did something, you know, different. We didn't have any rules. We didn't, you know, we didn't limit ourselves to journals or what have you. We, you know, we just had fun, and it was a lot of fun, ladies. doing this project. We need to do more in the future. So if you're interested in this journal, it will be listed in my Etsy shop. Sorry about that. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope all of you in America have a very happy and safe 4th of July. And I just want a little bit of a public service announcement. Just remember the dogs and the cats in your neighborhood if you're setting off fireworks. They don't like it so much. It's just my little, you know, just remember that they don't understand, and it's scary for them. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe so you can come along when I upload new stuff. All right, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye.